Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2022. I hope all my Scorpio friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we have the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Hermit. In the present position, we have the Ten of Wands, clarified by Temperance. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Six of Wands, the Victory card, clarified by the Moon. Very interesting spread, but let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we have the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that in the past you held on to something. Something was very important to you. And sometimes we receive the Four of Pentacles when we are kind of like faking it until we are making it. We want to be taken seriously, and so we kind of project this image of, look at me, I'm so well put together, I have, all this wealth or all this financial stability, and so I'm doing really well. In reality, we do see this person holding a large pentacle right in front of his heart. So he is blocking his heart chakra. He's blocking his heart vibration, and the heart is actually the smartest organ in our body. And generally when we try to suppress emotions that come from our heart, generally they find a way to present themselves in a different manner. I think it was actually Carl Jung, who was a famous psychologist, who said that, suppressing emotions actually does not work. So try and figure out a way to allow your emotions to be vented, to allow your emotions to see the light of day, because when you talk about it, when you kind of allow the emotions to exist, they have very important messages that are very useful for our kind of life and for our progression as well. But definitely the Four of Pentacles tells me that in the past you wanted something, you wanted to accomplish something, and so you put in a lot of time, you put in a lot of effort, you put in a lot of energy in order to accomplish something that really mattered a lot to you. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your professional life as well. We do see that the Four of Pentacles here is clarified by the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is all about moving to a better situation. And so you were able to create the wealth that you wanted to see manifest in your life. You worked really hard at it, dear Scorpio, and I think that created a really strong, powerful foundation for you from which you continue to learn today as well. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Knight of Cups, which tells me that your emotions are a little bit all over the place in the month of February. We generally get the Knight of Cups when we feel that imbalance, when we feel we are attached to something so strongly that it kind of blinds us in a way. It kind of makes us not really see the reality for what it is. So it is definitely important to not isolate yourself, to not withdraw from people that are around you, because with the Hermit here in the clarifying position, when he is in a challenging position, he definitely likes to withdraw from other people, and even sometimes kind of makes it difficult for other people to kind of talk to them, talk to the Hermit and kind of approach him as well. It can be, quite hard, especially if the person that's trying to approach you is shy or a little bit intimidated. You definitely want to make sure that in the month of February you are working on alignment between your heart, your mind, and your spiritual spiritual side as well. Because when you have all those three things aligned, it kind of helps you manifest wonderful things into your life, including powerful relationships and powerful situations that bring love as well. Now, in the present position, we do see the Ten of Wands, which is a card of a burden. It's definitely not the most wonderful card to have, but hey, you have the Six of Wands, the victory card, in the future outcome position, which definitely justifies you going through all the difficulties with this burden that you're carrying. Sometimes we can't say no to other people, and so we take on way too much responsibility than we need to, actually. And so this is an important reminder to remember that when you say yes to others, you say no to yourself. So you try and kind of make sure that you finish the tasks that you agreed to finish. Make sure that you carry the responsibilities that you have taken on to their completion. And that's why you have the guardian angel, the Temperance, here in the clarifying position. The guardian angel is helping you, making sure that you have enough patience, that you feel like you are taking things little by little by little, so they don't seem so overwhelming to you. How do you complete a difficult task, a very large task? You break it down. You break it down into small tasks. Maybe one day you can make a phone call to help you complete the task. Maybe you can set up a plan. Okay, Monday I'll get this, and Tuesday I'll do that, and Wednesday I'll be able to tackle this, right? When you break down difficult tasks, they are far more manageable, right? Whether you are moving to a different place, whether you are wanting to get a promotion, whatever that difficult task may be, as long as you break it down into manageable little bits, you will be able to accomplish. And we do see that you come out victorious. We have the Six of Wands here in the future outcome position, which is definitely a wonderful card. It's a card of recognition. It's a card of victory and success. It's a card of getting, what it is that you want. We all want to receive the Six of Wands. It's just a wonderful card. And of course here it's clarified by the Moon, which is interesting to me because this victory is leading you to something that hasn't been kind of something that hasn't been presented yet, because the Moon likes to hide things, right? With the Moon, you don't see everything as clearly. And so I think that this victory is going to propel you forward in a new direction that's going to bring a lot more blessings and a lot more wonderful things to your life. But let's see what we can clarify with the two Shaman Dream Oracle cards that I pulled. And we've got Repairing the Veil, Forgiveness, and Moon Maiden, New Beginnings. Very wonderful. Repairing the veil is all about making amends. Between us all is a thin veil, appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and our feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate one another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you're on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, by bringing compassion, by bringing, this is very important, deep listening. where you don't speak at all, where the other person just talks, and you just listen, and you just sort of accept it. It's very hard when it's like your parent or your child, or it's your grandparent. It's hard with family members. Sure, it's incredibly difficult to listen, but if you are able to master your emotions enough to listen in a very deep way, then you'll be able to understand how they feel, and that will profoundly, I think, bring people closer. But again, it's very difficult to do, and I am very much guilty of it. I have sometimes very difficulty listening as well, which of course I'm trying to work on. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role of perpetrator or victim, both positions of weakness. Whether you are the perpetrator, it's a weak position. Whether you're a victim, it's a weak position. Let go of all your resentments. Know your part in the dynamic and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom in understanding, healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much needed declaration of freedom. The only thing that is important is love. And love comes in very many different forms. It doesn't have to be intercourse, right? It doesn't have to be sex. Love can be by caring for someone. Love can be by kind of sharing kindness with someone. Love takes on very many forms. You can create art, from a place of love and share it with the world. There's many different ways to express love, and the more you express it, let's say you express it through painting, right? Well, paint and paint and paint and put all those paintings, on every single wall in your house. Then you're surrounded by love. And the universe sees it and brings wonderful things to you, which is, of course, all is what we're all trying to accomplish. But the Moon Maiden very much relates to the Moon card here, is all about new beginnings. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it is time to come forward in all full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world, like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature, grown up the side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.